July 24th, 2016. So here's something that's pretty crazy cool. About 2 days ago, I was visiting Marco Polo's house in Venice. And then today was the day that I went and came here to Genoa and visited Christopher Columbus's house. So that's what I did this afternoon. I wandered around his house. And then I went up. I don't know if you can see it in the background. I'm just having a look for it. It's back there somewhere over there. There's a gate, one of the gates to the city, one of the medieval entranceways, and it has a big tower, and I climbed up the tower, and you can look out over the city, and then there's this view here, which is, it's kind of like Wellington here, where it's like big mountains that just sort of drop into the ocean. And yeah, so I've climbed up and got this amazing view. Other than that, I've done probably very little. I've got a hotel, well, it's barely a hotel, I don't really know what to call it, but it's a bed, and it's right in the heart of the city center near Ferrari Square, the main square. And then there was at least 6 hours on the bus, so I had to get up early this morning and then hop on a bus from Venice to here. It was a beautiful trip. Like, I think it was the first time that I've actually taken a proper intercity bus. It's not like Greece. This bus had Wi-Fi and air conditioning and everything else. It was really nice. And then, yeah, so came into Genoa, walked through the city. The feeling of it is way more rough than Rome or Venice. It's way more like Napoli. And it's just, like, the streets can be really dirty, and there's a lot of immigrants. Like, the first thing, I got off the bus and I was so hungry because I hadn't eaten for 6 hours. And then I went and, like, 20 steps away was this Chinese restaurant, and I was like, that's what I want. I got a craving for Chinese. So I did. I had a whole lot of Chinese. And then I wandered through, it's like this section of the old city. And it's maybe, I don't know, it's at least a couple kilometers. And it was just very, like, immigrants from lots of different countries. And the things were really cheap. Like, there's quote-unquote China shops, which are more like $2 shops. They just sell sort of cheap Chinese things. And then there's cheap food, and like, I don't think I'd want to be there after dark. It's got, like I said, it's got that Napoli feel where you kind of go, but for the most part, it is beautiful, if not a little bit rough. So I like it, and it's beautiful. Like, as you can probably see, most of the buildings have this beautiful sort of white marble, white paint kind of look, and it is really just laid back here. I don't think there's much else to say tonight. Yeah, I feel like I redeemed myself by having lasagna for dinner instead of Chinese for lunch, but yeah, other than that, there hasn't been much Italian food today aside from lasagna. Tomorrow I'll have more of the day to scout out the city, to check out some more sites here, and then I'm hoping to get up to Milan probably by tomorrow night and stay the night in Milan, and then that gives me a day to have a look around Milan before going off to France. It's definitely a beautiful, well, it's pretty much every evening. Oh, so last night in Venice, I had intended to go to bed early, and it did sort of still happen, but the sun was setting, and my place was right next to the Grand Canal. I was like, oh, I just have to go see the sunset on the Grand Canal, and so I did. I sat there for at least an hour and just watched all the boats go by, and those are the pictures that I posted after I had done my video blog post last night, so you can sort of see the sunset and the wispy clouds and just the gondolas and the ferries going by. So it was a beautiful way to spend my last night in Venice. And then, yeah, tonight it's just the same sort of, like, really gentle breeze, barely a breeze at all, and just gorgeous skies and hot. I love it. Yeah, good night.